I have a story for you. It's not the most uncommon story, nor is it by far the most tragic, but it's a story all the same. When I was 4 years old, my mother left my father. Was it sad? I'm sure. Was it easy for her? Probably not. Did it take courage? Most definitely. My mother walked out of a relationship with 2 young daughters because she knew she couldn't stand to let us grow up in an environment that was unhealthy. She wanted a better example for us, just like countless other mothers all over the world stuck in toxic, abusive relationships. So, what made her so different? What allowed her to leave? What saved her from spending days battered and bruised? One thing. She had a safety net in the form of my grandparents. My grandparents were, and still are, my mother's gold bangles. So, in case you were bracing yourself for some sort of sad story, no. My story is not about my parents' divorce. My story is about a pair of gold bangles. All over the world, there's this idea of money for a rainy day, a bank account only you can access. One such thing is a pair of gold bangles. On their wedding day, brides are given a pair of gold bangles, handed down by an elderly woman in the family. And these gold bangles, they're not for vanity. For those who don't have someone to give them these pair of gold bangles, they have small amounts of cash hidden in tins of rice, wrapped in the helms of seldom-worn clothes, hidden away in jars that once held cookies. Meager amounts of household change are saved up over the years until they add up to be a potential escape route, one you hope you never, ever have to use. This money, it's tangible. These gold bangles, they're tangible in a sea of nothing but intangible relationships. And I know it sounds harsh, but it's the truth. You never know when a relationship can turn sour. You never know when your partner can turn their back on you. And these don't have to be romantic relationships. This can be your family too. You never know when suddenly someone in your family won't accept you anymore. You never know. The easiest way for an abuser to control you is to take away your power, your financial autonomy. It can be blatant, not allowing you to have a checkbook or a debit card or your name on the lease. Or it can be insidious, hemorrhaging money, irresponsible spending habits. It can be a, oh babe, I'm so sorry, I'm just really, really bad with money. It can be a, come on, let's splurge once in a while, what's the harm? It can be a, there's $200 more in there, I promise you there is, just count. The result is one and the same. When you need to pick up and run, you have nothing. No money for food, no money for a bus ticket, no money for airfare, no credit card for a hotel. At a time when your life is falling apart, the only thing you can do is turn to somebody else. And that too, with no guarantee. You're forced to rely on the kindness of strangers. The difference between why did you stay and good for you can be $500. The difference between staying and leaving can be $500. So, are we losing this culture of gold bangles being handed down? This quiet tradition that came to us from generations of women speaking from their own experiences of fleeing collapsing governments, of a time not too long ago when women couldn't get their own line of credit without a man's name on it. We, as a generation, we haven't lived an unbanked life. We haven't lived through the Great Depression, the First World War, the Second World War. And for those of us in India, we haven't lived through the partition. The closest we've ever come to experiencing anything like this was probably demonetization. A memory, an incident is forever etched in my memory. We were on our way back from school trips and at the train station, and all of a sudden, we couldn't even buy a bottle of water or a packet of chips. It is forever etched in my memory, the way our teachers scrambled to find change very deep within their pockets just so we wouldn't go home on that 5-hour journey hungry or thirsty. Do you recall the frenzied panic that broke out overnight? The lines outside of banks that stretched to the depths of infinity, and for the months afterwards when it seemed like everyone was just a little bit hard-pressed for cash. Now imagine those women who had been painstakingly saving up bit by bit, until they could finally leave without a backward glance. Imagine them waking up and discovering their years of savings were worthless, completely worthless overnight. However could they explain to their partners, or to the banks for that matter, that they needed to exchange their savings for the new notes, the acceptable notes? Whatever could they say? So most of them said nothing, and they resigned themselves to their bleak circumstances. They stayed, battered and bruised and broken, all because they didn't have their pair of gold bangles. Okay, I know. Oh, so strange. What am I doing, an 18-year-old high school student, talking to other high school and middle school students about financial autonomy and economic empowerment? How am I qualified? I'm not, but for me, my gold bangles, they're not what adorn my wrist. My gold bangles will be my college degree. The college degree that'll allow me to go out into the world and stand on my own 2 feet no matter what. Allow me to make a life for myself with or without somebody else. Because at the end of the day, that college degree, nobody can take that college degree away from me. It's mine and mine alone. So now I have a question for you. Do you have a pair of gold bangles? And if you don't, I think it's time you find them. Thank you.